G'day cocktail lovers, this is an eggnog alternative for people who don't like eggs. And in fact, I've even taken it one step further and I've made it vegan friendly. Now this was something that I was going to make something along this line. There was a few similar drinks that are popular, it seems, throughout Central America and the Caribbean. And I was going to make coquito, which is a Mexican version, which I think is probably the best known. But I got the word up from Coach Vino. He said, no, everyone does coquito. Check this out. This is a Haitian drink called Kremas. It's coconut based, like coquito is, and there's rum is the key booze in this. Of course, they suggest Haitian rum. I have not got any Haitian rum, but I will use a Caribbean rum in this. I thought this maybe wouldn't be as creamy and wouldn't have the mouthfeel that eggnog has without the egg, but honestly, it's really tasty. I guess you have to like coconut. I love the flavor of coconut and the various cooking spices in here with the rum. It's good. And of course you could always improvise, as I did a little with this recipe anyway. The basic recipe for Kremas involves cream of coconut, condensed milk and evaporated milk, and then you get some cooking spices and infuse that into those various milks, and then you ultimately add your booze. I'll leave a link below to a site that has a detailed instruction on the standard way to make this. As I said, I improvise. The key element is infusing the cooking spices into the milk mixture. I thought, wait, I've already done an infusion with those spices when I made my spiced apple brown sugar syrup. So I can save myself that step and actually just put my sugar syrup in this that already has all the flavors, and it worked a treat. So I've done it in a non-traditional way, but I got a great result. So follow along with me or check out a link that will tell you a traditional way of doing it. In essence, I replaced the condensed milk and the evaporated milk with some coconut milk and some sweetened condensed coconut milk. I found this just in a regular supermarket. Depending where you are, you might have to look a bit further, but it was pretty easy for me to find, so I hope it would be for you too. Not a lot of subtlety. In a mixing bowl, I put a can of coconut milk. I also put in some cream of coconut I'd made. I also put in a can of sweetened condensed coconut milk. Making sure they were all blended together, then I added some of the sugar syrup. I decided to experiment. I started with 90 mils of my sugar syrup, gave it a little taste test. That turned out to be a good amount. So then it's add the booze time. The standard recommendation was a cup of rum, which is about 250 mils, about 3 jiggers worth. So that's what I added in and then made sure that was all mixed in as well. You don't have to serve Kremas really cold. At room temperature or even warmed up, a lot of the flavors come out quite differently, but everyone agrees after you've mixed everything, leave it sit for a while. The flavors need time to infuse and just really mix in there. So I left mine in the fridge for a few hours and then poured myself a glass. Oh, and it is really good. I wasn't sure how this would go. The lack of eggs, would I miss them? And it's different. It still is creamy and rich and honestly, vegan as I've made this. Yeah, if you're vegan or just are off-put by eggs in drinks, then you may have thought, oh, I'll never get to enjoy eggnog. Technically, not eggnog, but is a very similar style of drink. Tastes fantastic. Give it a go.